Yo, what's going on, my fellow Talions? So in this video I'm going to show you guys the highest damage build on the Shadow Mortar. Now as you can imagine, it's pretty good. Now I'm going to show you first the gear, so let me show you like the gear one by one, then I'm going to show you the skill tree and everything. Then I'll go into an offline fortress defense, and then online conquest, so you guys can see the build in action both online and offline. But that will be the order, okay? Now I understand my game's in Spanish, don't worry, I'll translate for you guys right now, and also have in the description and the comments below everything translated just in case. Just hearing me talk, say it to you right here is not enough. But yeah, let's get to the gear first, alright? One by one. Okay, so first, the sword, we have the Wrathgiver, so that gives us 10 Fury Wrath for every execution. As well as on the secondary bonus there, very important, I have the increased 15% damage on my melee attacks when my hit streak is above 10, okay? So we have that extra 15. Now it needs to be this one because we're going to be losing health, so the other one that gives you 15% when your health is at max is not going to work too well here. But yeah, we're using the Wrathgiver, that's the sword, it's an epic as you can see there. Punching the floor also gives us Wrath, which is a kind of a glitch, I don't know why, but yeah. Now, a second alternative you can use here, you can see right there is another Wrathgiver, but with the secondary ability to 10% increase the probability of doing a critical hit, because critical hit is also going to be, going to give you insane damage, so increasing the chance is also good. So you can kind of vary it between the both. I think I found the best, the 15% damage rather than the 10% increase on criticals, okay? But it's just an option. Now here's the dagger. We have the Slaugther one, the legendary Slaugther one. So we get 15 health back for kill, and also on the quick throw, I have the gain on might every 35 seconds. So that's gonna help us, always have the might when we need to maybe plunge the floor, or do something like that to gain our wrath back, as you're gonna see there. I tried the variations, but it just wasn't working too well. Sometimes you need the might, and you don't have it, so that's why you have it there. Like another variation I'm going to show you here, you can use a 30% increase on the secondary bonus. It's the same as Dagger, just the secondary bonus is different, which is 32% damage increased on the critical hits. So that's huge. It's going to give you insane damage. But sometimes I was using this, but sometimes I was kind of lacking the might, so that's why I alternated to both the might there, but the might gain on the quick throw. But you could try using the increased damage on the criticals if you want to as well. If you really want to go for the high damage. You could switch this on the fly during the battle as well. Now for the bow, we're also using the Slaughther one, legendary Slaughther, as you can see here, and the secondary bonus is just 15 more focus per hit. I'm not going to be using the bow, but it's just so I can combo the both, and I can get the first bonus set, as you can see below there. So my health is constantly lowering, but I get 40% more damage after I do a drain attack, as you're going to see. Now as far as the gems, as you can see here, I have everything damage, which is the red one. Just like this one that I'm highlighting, increases 15% damage, and the green one on the dagger is just so we can gain health back in case I do a stealth attack if I need to. Now as far as the armor, we have the Marauder legendary armor. And the secondary is really important as well. We get 30 points of wrath whenever we kill a captain, and also 25% chance is the main effect there. For every single kill that I get 25% chance of dropping. So that's going to combo well. You're going to see there with the first set there that we get 2% more damage for 20 seconds when we pick up Mirian, okay? So that's why we have this here. You're going to see that during the game. It makes a huge difference. It has to be the armor because that's where you're going to get the most amount of Mirian drop, okay? We're also going to combo there with the second ring there, as you're going to see. Now, as far as the cape here, we have the Mask of the Undying. So we get 32% increased damage when we dash for 5 seconds. So on the melee as well, so that's why we have it there. Kind of important, get that extra damage as well for the dashing. And finally, the ring here. We have also the Marauder. It's important that it's a Marauder, and the secondary bonus there are very important as well. We have our Elven Rage lasts 32% longer. That's huge. And also the primary bonus, as you can see there, 40% chance of dropping Mirian when any of our allies gets a kill, and that's literally anything at all. That's not you getting killed. It's gonna drop a mirian, so it's pretty huge. That's meant to combo with the armor. So any kills that I'm getting, as well as kills that are happening around me, they're all dropping mirian. And you can see here I'm just showing that I'm comboing both the two Marauders there, as you can see, and the two Slaughther. Okay, which is probably like the best legendaries in terms of damage. Now here, just I'm showing this is best online as well. You can switch the Wrathgiver for this one, the Outlaw Tribe, the sword, because it increases by 55% the damage when they are in rage. The captains are in rage. Now that's huge damage. It's being higher than what you're seeing right now with the normal build, but you know, there's the condition that they have to be in rage. But it's just something you could change during the battle. You know, you see that just got in rage, you could just switch the sword real quick and do insane amount of damage, and when you kill the captain you just switch back, you know what I mean? So there's something you could do there as well. Now the gems are already covered. I'm just showing you that the gems are getting damage. Now over here on the skill tree, I'm just gonna show you really like the crucial things you want to be using to make the build work. First at the top there, we have this one. So I mean, this is pretty basic. This one right here. So when my hit streak is above 20, I get more chance of increasing my critical hit chance, getting critical hit attacks. That's the one right that I was highlighting. This one that I'm highlighting, I can, you know, this is also counts for the Slaugther Tribe bonus, so I can get 40% more damage after I do something like that, which you drain them. Now the second one that you need to show here is not this one. This one to the left is really just for the you know, the dashing that we're gonna be doing with the, you know, the cape and everything to get the 30% extra damage. This one, I shoot them on the floor, on the feet like that, so the guys nearby run off, and when they're running off scared, opens up for stealth attacks. So that's when I can get the health back if I need to, or build might for that matter, getting a brutal kill. So that's why that skill is there. This skill on the floor, and he punches the floor from the, you know, the air. This also gives us Wrath if we're using the Wrathgiver, so that's why I have it there. This one, the elemental shot, make sure you don't have any elementals like you see me there, because if you have elementals on the secondary bonus there, it's not going to affect the guys with the shields. So by having no elements, it's going to also hit the guys with the shield. Now this one also counts for this Slaugther Tribe bonus, the Shadow Dominator, I think's the name. This also counts, so if we do this, we'll also get the 40% bonus damage for a while. Now this is the best variation of the Dagger throw for getting might back, or anything for that matter, for applying effect with the quick throw, because it throws like 5 at once. Now the punch on the floor, this is what I mean. It also gives us Wrath back. It's kind of a glitch, but it does. It counts as an execution for every person that hits with that punch. You can see right there I have no elementals as well to hit the guys with the shield. Over here on the ice attack, I have I gain, you know, critical hits on my combos with the ice there, as you can see as well. This is a drain. This also counts for the Slaugther Tribe bonus when we do that move right there. You have to trade might for that one, but it also works. This one is a faster domination, as you can see here. It's kind of, if you want to try it out, it's kind of important as well. It helps. That also counts for the Slaugther Tribe as well, when you just hold the button to dominate the guy. Right here, just show the domination also gives my my arrows back. I gain 2 arrows actually. For this move, I think it's the Cleaver. Not sure the name of this weapon in English. But this move right there is the best one. The other one, you do more strikes, but you can be interrupted in the middle, so it's not worth it. This is more dashing we're going to be doing, so you have to have that. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for the skill tree. Okay, so now let's go for the offline attack, defense, so you can see a little bit of the build. Now, keep in mind, I'm playing on the Gravewalker difficulty, so they have the max health they're gonna have possible. If you ever played on the Gravewalker difficulty, you know what I mean. They have huge amount of health, but with this build, you can still one-shot them. Okay, so yes, you can kill them in one hit. It's pretty insane, because the damage you can build up with all these things stacking together is like pretty much more than 100% extra damage. So especially with the mirian that you can pick up, so it's pretty insane. Now I already have my Wrathgiver working, as you can see here. Now you see all this mirian is already stacking up my damage. You see I'm doing the drain right there, so I get the 40% from the slaughter, and then I go for the attack, and you can see it's pretty much a one-shot and he's dead. Because he's getting all that damage together, as well, you know, the 10% hit streak, the 10 hit streak, 15% increased damage, also stacking up right now at this moment. So you see there's already a bunch of mirian. That's because of the ring. You know, it makes so kills that I'm not the one getting the kills. It still counts as a mirian drop, so you know, it's just mirian everywhere. You see right there, one hit, he's already on the danger mode right there. It's pretty insane. And again, I'm playing on Gravewalker difficulty, keeping that in mind. It is insane as it looks. If you ever try playing a Gravewalker, you see you cannot kill them this fast, no matter how hard you try. But with this build, you can. So you see, I'm picking up as much mirror as I can. Now, as far as the mirian bonus on the damage, it's like every single mirian, like literal number, is a 2% increase. So if you pick up like 10 mirian, you're actually gaining 2 times 10, okay? So it's like 2% times 10 mirian. It's 20% increased damage for picking up 10 mirian. So the damage increase is insane if you're picking up a lot of mirian like I'm doing here. So yeah, that's why it's the mirian is probably the best type of gear in terms of damage. When you combo that as well with the Slaughther Tribe, it just gets even more insane because you're getting 40% on top of that, which is the equivalent of getting, I think, like 20 mirian or something like that. So yeah. Now another tip here. Again, I'm doing the punch to preserve my you see right now I'm doing the drain, but it fails because it's a captain. You cannot drain a captain. But that failed drain still counts as giving you the bonus of the Slaughther Tribe, even if it fails like that. So that's why you see me doing. You see, like I do the punch. You see one hit again, he's dead. Like, and this is probably not even getting a critical hit, because if you get a critical hit, it like does even more damage than what you're seeing right now. Because the critical hit is pretty much a multiplier, so I mean, it gets pretty insane. You see right there, 2 hits, he's dead again as well. You're just like essentially killing everyone in like 1 or 2 shots when you have everything working. Now, keep in mind, I'm not sure the game doesn't tell you, but I think the Slaughther Tribe bonus damage, that 40% after the drain, probably lasts for about 5 or 10 seconds. No, I think 5 is probably not enough. Probably around 10 seconds is how long it lasts. I don't think it's 20 seconds like the mirian one. It seems a little shorter. But 5 seconds seems way too short. So it's probably around 10 from my experience here. So if you see right there the drain. So you wouldn't be doing that like around every 10 seconds or so if you can. And because of the Wrathgiver, we have infinite Elven Rage. So my might is pretty much infinite. It's constantly building back up, as you can see there, even if I don't do anything. Also, because I am on the Elven Rage, even if he's immune to ice, I can still freeze him and go for the combo, even if he's immune to ice, because everything's so slowed down. You know, it doesn't matter if he's immune or not, I can still do the combo. And if he's not immune, it's just even worse for him. And you can see there my might is just constantly building. Keep in mind the Elven Rage is lasting this long as well because the secondary bonus on our ring, which increases the time by 32%, which is quite a big deal. Almost doubles it essentially, because, you know, 50%. Right here I'm just kind of trolling. I mean, actually, this is a thing. It's kind of annoying. Be careful with that. When you're exiting the Elven Rage, like you see, he does a little stupid animation that he kind of lifts his arms. You cannot move when you're doing that, so the enemies can actually hit you. You're not invulnerable. They can hit you doing that stupid animation. You can cancel that animation if you press the dashing like right exactly as it happens. But in case you don't, like, this is what's gonna happen. You can just like stay there for 1 or 2 seconds, and you're open to attacks in that. Especially if you're playing on Gravewalker difficulty like I am. Pretty much you're gonna get one-shotted by anything. So on the Gravewalker difficulty, so be careful with that. So you see right here, he's not dying as fast because I don't have the mirian stacking up. And I'm not picking up, you see there's a bunch of mirror around me, I'm not picking it up. You know, if you wanted to be like super optimal, you would always be picking up the mirians as soon as you see one. Because then you can literally one-shot everyone. You see like I'm doing right now? You pick up everything and then you go for the strike. But for the most part, he's immune to executions, otherwise he would probably have died right there on that attack. You see, if he doesn't die in 1 execution, it's gonna be like 2. Problem is when most of them are immune to executions, then when you want to do, because execution is gonna do the most damage. But if they're immune, you probably do the dragon like I do right here, and then go for the freeze, the dash, and then the freeze, and then you go for the combo, and it's pretty much gonna do as much damage or not more than the execution will. And that's probably the best alternative for if they are immune to executions, and you cannot just like one-shot them with the execution itself. I'm pretty sure this also counts as well if you do this on the drain. Pretty sure it also counts. You know, like I didn't capture him as you saw there. I just, you know, touch him and let him go. But that counts as a drain as well, or domination is both drain or domination. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that also counts as the bonus, the 40% bonus increase of the Slaughther Tribe. And yeah, you can see you're pretty much a killing machine, just like running around killing everyone. Pretty fun. You basically don't even need your army and whatnot. Kind of unfortunate that he died there. Your health is constantly, you know, lowering though, so kind of watch out for not getting hit. But the Wrathgiver is also meant to help with that because, you know, everything's slowed down, so it's almost impossible for you to get hit because everything's so slow, and you're constantly dashing as well. So the Wrathgiver also makes that. You know, trying to do this without the Wrathgiver would be, I would say, probably a little bit unpractical because you probably get hit eventually trying to do this, and your health is constantly low, so you probably go down a lot if you try to do this without Wrathgiver. So yeah, ideally you want to do it with the Wrathgiver. So you see, I can do executions as well as the punch to gain my my Wrath back and essentially never run out of my Elven Rage. And yeah, the hit streak as well is not that hard to keep it high because you know, the punch hits multiple people. You know, you're constantly doing combos and whatnot. So usually keeping the high hit streak is not that big of a deal. So that's kind of how it looks if you're playing on Gravewalker difficulty with this build. If you're not playing on Gravewalker difficulty, it's just gonna be even easier than what you saw here. Like you're definitely gonna be one-shotting them if you're not playing on Gravewalker difficulty. But if you are like I am right now, you're pretty much gonna 1 to 2 shots max, and they're gonna be dead. Or you do that ice combo, you know, one and they're dead, pretty much one shot as well. Now over here, I'm just gonna, you know, go to the options just to show you guys that I am playing on the Gravewalker difficulty. In Spanish, it's called, you know, Aparición, but yeah, that's the same as Gravewalker in English. If you can tell by the image as well if you see on your game. Now this is an online conquest, so let's go to the online game. This is probably where that little option that I told you about switching the sword to the outlaw, right, does 55% damage on the sword. It's probably going to be most useful here, especially on these high level fortresses like I'm doing right now. They always have orcs that are like very easily enraged. So having that is going to be just like a nuclear bomb attack when you have that sword on for every time you hit them. Because 55% is a lot. Like seriously, it's like higher than the actual like slaughter bonus, so it's huge. Like if you pick up the mirian, you have the 55% and you still do this, which is the slaughter bonus. I mean, you just like right there, you're already like above 100 easily, you know, not to mention the gems and everything. So it's pretty much insane damage. I think for the most part I didn't actually switch here because even when they were enraged, for most part they were already dead, you know, kind of very low health, so I didn't really need the sword that much. But if you feel like, if you notice like high health or something and you want to just kill them fast, you can just switch to the outlaw sword that way. And keep in mind here, I'm not using the dagger for the increased damage on a critical hit. Neither am I using the sword to get 10% more critical hit chance. So I don't know how that will fly. Technically, it would be the best combo, you know, because critical hits is always going to give you the most damage. The point of that is also meant to combo with that ability that I showed you on the skill tree, where when I'm above 20 hit streak, my critical hits probability just go through the roof when I'm above 20 hit streak. So it's meant to combo with that, but I don't know. I just felt like, especially online, sometimes the might is kind of hard to keep up because you essentially use the might to gain your wrath back with the punches. Okay. Especially when you go kill them online, this happens a lot. If you go kill them, they keep doing this like annoying talking, and it drains all your wrath while you're talking. I don't know why the developers decided to do that way. I think it's stupid. You should stop everything. But anyway, like right now, like if I had my wrath out inside Elven Rage, I would still be losing my wrath bar. So you know, so you go back to 0, and then you have to use the bar to gain your wrath back. You know what I mean? So sometimes 2 bars is not enough, and that's when you kind of run into problems. Just like flow problems. So by having the dagger gain on quick throw, I can gain might every 35 seconds. It kind of helps with that in case I use all my 2 bars and I don't have my ref bar full. I can quickly just throw the quick throw and gain everything back, and I have 2 extra bars to work with. and build my Wrath that way, so I can get back to the Elven Rage, and then everything just recycles again because the Elven Rage builds my might. I'm not sure I played too well this match actually. You see right now, right there, I was kind of out of might and out of Wrath, but then I can just use the quick troll to build my 2 bars, and now I have more to work with. I'm trying not to use it here. Actually, now I'm using it. You see, I already have my. If I wanted to use my Elven Rage, I tried to kill him without it, but he was just too annoying. And notice sometimes I'm not actually picking up the mirian and everything. If you want to be more optimal than what you see me doing here, you definitely want to go for that. Like, always think about picking up the mirian and doing the drain before going for the attack, because that will probably be the fastest way you're gonna kill the captains, instead of doing like 3 or 4 hits or more, like you kind of saw me doing here. Now I'm actually gonna kill everyone myself, just so you guys can see the build a little better. I'm not gonna use my army. I'll try to go for the goal, but I think I'm not sure if I actually get it, because it is possible you can do so. I have a video on that already. I got the goal playing solo essentially, using my army only to pretty much capture the zones. I'll link the video for that in the description below as well, as you guys want to see. But it is possible to get gold doing what I'm doing here, with this build especially, because of the high damage. Yeah, I think that actually killed 2 of them right there, 2 captains at the same time, because it was the little circle attack. So you can see right there, like, you're essentially like, 3 seconds and I clear the entire area right there of captains. It's pretty insane. And keep in mind, like, I'm not playing super optimal. Like, you can definitely do better than this in terms of damage if you actually go for super optimal gameplay. Like, you're actually, picking up the mirian, you're doing the drain like I just did. I just did the drain right there. And you can be more optimal than what you see here. You see right now, if I had more mirian to work with, he would die a lot faster. Now keep in mind, when you're playing online Conquest, the difficulty is always normal, so you cannot play Gravewalker on online. But they're still very hard to kill because it's just a high level fortress. So they have sometimes they have even cheated orcs or something like that. They have like extra health, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it takes a long while to down them sometimes. You kind of need a build like this, or otherwise it's pretty much impossible, really, to deal with these kind of fortresses. So yeah, I think this area is clear right here. Now this I'm doing right here. You see the drain right here gives my arrows back, as well as the high damage. It works on everyone, okay? It doesn't have to be captains. If I do this on these minion type enemies, it's still gonna work. Right here, I'm also just building my might, so I can use the might to get my ref back. That's why I'm doing that. Also, because it saves time, because when I'm doing that animation, the time doesn't, count, doesn't tick down. You see right there, I did the drain when he was on the Karagor, so that what you saw right there still counts. This right here is because he's dead. The damage actually killed him, but because he was falling during the fall animation, it kind of glitches like that. It's kind of funny, but yeah. But essentially it's because he died in the strike while he was in the air. See, I did the drain. Now I'm gonna go for the combo with at least 40% damage right there. And that was a cut right there on the footage. I don't know what happened, but yeah, he died from that. He's the most annoying one. He actually talks the most. Like you will literally lose your entire ref bar when you kill a guy like this and he does talking. Maybe that's why they put him on the high level basis, because they know it's gonna make you waste all your wrath. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a strategy or something, because a lot of people like to use this tower guy. See right there the bunch of mirian. Make sure you pick it up before you go for the attack. You see, like right now, kind of a problem. There's also sometimes not many enemies around, so my punch is not that effective on getting the might back. I'm kind of trolling here. Don't worry about me. Kind of fucking up here a little bit. It's just it's much harder to play without the Wrath. You get hit a lot easier. So that's why the Wrathgiver is really useful as well in the build. not just for the might and everything, but also for the slowdown. You see right there, I used the quick throw to get my might back. I don't know if you noticed that, and now I have my Ref again, and like that, he's dead. But again, keep in mind, there are some instances here that I'm not playing super optimal. Like I'm not going for the drain every time, or I'm not really picking up all the mirian that's around me. Because I could easily like have left that battle that you saw me right there, pick up like maybe 5 mirian or so, and then come back and I one-shot him pretty much. But I'm not trying to play that optimal because for the most part, it's not really that necessary. And again, right here I'm playing pretty much solo, the fortress attack. But if you have your teammates with you, you're gonna kill them even faster than you know what you see here, because your army is also going to be damaging them. See, I go for the drain there, and now I go for the attack. I do the dashing as well. So now, just right there, the dashing and the thing alone, the drain, it's already like above 55% damage, because it's 33 plus 40. And then you have all the other gems stacking up on top of it, so that's probably another 30 or more. Yeah, that's more than 30. That's probably like 45. Yeah. The gems are giving 45%. The drain is another 40. Oh, the dashing is another 33. So that's already like 100%. That's pretty crazy. Then you have the bonus of the Wrathgiver, which is 50% when my hit streak is above 10. I mean, there's just so many things stacking together without even considering the mirian pickup. Damage is pretty insane. Execution is always going to be the fastest way to kill them, but sometimes they're immune, especially online. They have the very good orcs. So for the most part, they're going to be immune. So just do the combo on the ice like you see me do here a few times. Oh yeah, so this is how I play solo when I'm trying to get gold still, because you need your allies to capture the zones. Talion alone cannot capture them fast enough. You never get gold if you try to capture the zones with Talion alone, no matter how fast you kill the enemies. You see, this I'm doing right here is just to save time, okay? Because while I'm the animation inside the animation, like right now, they're still capturing the zone, and the time is not ticking. Okay, so that's why I do this. And because drain also recovers my arrow, I essentially never run out of arrows, even though I'm wasting arrows to do the shadow strike or stun in this case. Also very good to build might, because you see right here I recover my health as well as my arrows, and then I can go for a might building brutal attack or stealth cure right after it. The execution here also is to build my ref. And you see, during all of this, the guys are running to the zone and capturing it, and the time is not ticking down. So it's pretty useful if you want to try getting the gold solo like I'm doing here. But the timing is very strict. Like usually when you play solo like this and you actually get the gold, like you get on the thrones room, like the tyrant. Oh no, I think it's in English it's called Overlord, if I'm not mistaken. You get to the Overlord room with like less than a minute or so, so it's kind of very, you know, strict, the timing to make it work. I'm not sure if some fortresses are faster than others, because you know sometimes the layout is a little bigger. So yeah, here I'm just again trying to buy time, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it, but I am trying to get the gold here. So I am trying to, you know, not waste as much time. But I still want to, you know, play solo essentially and do all the killing myself. So again, I built my raft from earlier, so I can use it here already. There's usually 3 guys every area. So you see, I built a might there with the quick throw, so I can go for the attack. So you see right there, it just strikes, it was dead. This talking animation is really annoying. I wish you could not. I mean, you can avoid this talking if you kill him with the Gleaver. Like again, Gleaver is probably not the way to say it in English. I just don't remember the name right now. But it's that attack that he does a circle motion with the thing. So if you do that, he won't do the talking. If he dies for that, you know, for that strike. If he dies to an arrow, he also won't talk. But the arrows just don't do enough damage. Sometimes it's okay, like they don't talk that much. Other times they just drain all your wrath. It's really annoying. Again, you see me picking up the mirian, being a little bit more optimal. You see right there, there's like pretty much one strike, 2 strikes, and he was dead. And that was normal strikes as well. Pretty fun build to play. Again, another cut on the footage there. Not sure why the PS4 recording does that sometimes. Again, that bug when he dies on the while falling. This is what happens. the game freezes out. Right to that again. I think that was 2 strikes. This strike right there, the circle one that I'm doing right here. If you do that, they won't talk. If you kill them with that move. So, you know, possibly if you want it to be a little bit more optimal, if you notice they're low on health, you could try doing that. Or only do that move, you know, and they will pretty much never talk. Let me see what else I didn't mention. I didn't do the attack where I shoot them on the feet because it just wasn't really necessary. You can do the shadow stun and then, you know, do that follow-up combo with the drain and then the brutal attack like I saw me do a few times. For the most part, that solves everything, so you don't really need, you know, shoot them on the feet to make the others run and then brutal the ones that are running. This is the last guy, so it's kind of okay that I lost my wrath here. So see right there, I have like already less than a minute. It's possible to do better than this. Like usually, when I got the gold solo, I actually got into the throne room with around 1 minute or so. So you can do a little better than I did here. In terms of time of if you're trying to get the gold solo. Yeah, I see. I forgot a guy, a captain back there. I forgot one. You see again a bunch of mirian. Make sure you pick it up. Like the more you pick up, the better. Like you just if you go like above 50 mirian or something, then you're pretty much guaranteed to one shot anything. To see here, I'm building the might as well as the wrath at the same time here. With the executions, I'm also buying time for the my teammates to get to the area there, the zone. I see the hit streak is pretty high as well. Not that hard to maintain it, especially doing burrow attacks. And that was about it for the zones. Keep in mind as well the fact that we're getting 30 wrath for every captain kill also helps like a ton on keeping us inside the Elven Rage pretty much forever. On the Marauder armor, like I showed you guys on the gear earlier. So again, I probably can get the gold here. Not sure how much time I have left. Maybe I have like 30 seconds or so. But if you just focus on the Overlord like right away, you can probably kill him in like 10 seconds or less. You know, but I'm not sure I'm gonna do this here. I'll probably try killing the others. So yeah, not sure there's much else I can say about the build. Let me see. I mean, yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything. I mean, there's just a dashing. There's 2 types of dashing. There's the stealth dashing and the normal dashing. I use this. The stealth dashing does not have like collision, so to speak. So it's easier to go through stuff without hitting things that you do not want to hit. The normal dashing has a tracking. So that can be a little annoying. You know, sometimes he tracks someone that you did not want to dash through. So I just kind of alternate depending on the situation, trying to not get stuck on stuff. So you see right there, I did the Shadow Dominate. That also counts as the Slaughther bonus, so I will get 40% more damage for doing that drain. And you see right there's already some mirian dropping from my Marauder armor. But the damage is still not quite that high, or really just have that much health, because I think they're all tanks and they have that little trait that increases the health as well. So the drain, then I'm probably gonna go for the combo here. Yeah, just like that he died. And yeah, their tanks are really annoying. If you want to avoid this, this thing that he does, the second life, you need to shame him. Like you see when he's danger mode like that, you need to shame him. Or you can capture him as well. But if you shame him, he would go out of the battle, you know, and he won't do the second life annoying thing. If he's a tank. You see my ref is already back. I can pretty much do whatever. You see, this is more optimal. You go for the mirian before you get the go to the strike. You see, the mirian plus the drain right here. That's already, you know, easily more than like 100% or so. And you see, he still survived that. And the dude is really strong. And he's dead finally. Now it's just the tyrant, and I think we're pretty much done. But we didn't quite get the gold, fortunately. But whatever. Not like I need points anyway. You see, this is kind of the biggest problem is when you just don't have enemies around, you know. So it's really hard to gets really hard to build your wrath with the punch or anything because it's just no one around. Kind of like what happened right now. But at the same time, it's kind of easy because it's just you and the captain alone. So I'm trying whenever I can to build my rafter. When they're stunned on the floor like that, it's pretty much a free hit with the Gleaver. Again, I'm pretty sure Gleaver is not the name, but when I say Gleaver, you know what I'm referring to. They're in rage, you know. If he was more health right now, I could just switch to the outlawed sword, and then he would take a lot of damage, but not necessary because he's already so low. So for the most part, the outlaw, even though it's insane damage, not gonna help that much. But if he's like more than like half health, then you might want to switch to the outlaw sword and get like that huge 55 increased damage. But yeah, guys, that's the online with the build. Maybe you can probably do a little better than I did here if you play a little bit more optimal. And yeah, this is the highest damage build on Shadow of War, and you can do insane damage with this. It's pretty much no better than this, I would say, especially combo with the Wrathgiver and the outlawed sword as well. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much the video. If you have any doubts and whatnot, I have other videos, other guides as well on like the best build on the game, like the how to get the legendaries you want, you know, the gems and everything. I already have all of those made, those guides, so I'll link those below as well if you guys want to see that. And yeah, that's pretty much the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and hope it helps.